Brothers, welcome back to Crusader Kings and welcome to the Elder Kings Elder Scrolls conversion mod. Yes, we are in the Elder Scrolls universe and we will once again be taking on an underdog, a oft-forgot civilization, a downtrodden civilization. That's right, we'll be starting as the Orcs. Now for this particular run, I am going to create my own Orc in very Orcish ways. And we're going to be doing a little bit more role-playing in this and kind of going through a lot more of the decisions, as there is a lot of flavor added to this mod and I want to kind of dive deep into it. So first off, we are going to be a very traditional Orc. And what is a traditional Orc? Well, we're going to say he's a brilliant strategist. Mostly for the Marshal. I understand that's a little kind of iffy on the roleplay, but that's perfectly fine. But what is an Orc? Well, first off, he is going to be wrathful. So it's -1 to diplomacy, +3 to martial, +20 to natural dread. Love that. We are going to be brave. +2 to martial, +3 to prowess, and a little bit of vassal opinion, but very high chance we die in battle. And lastly, my Orc is going to be ambitious, +1 to all, +25% stress gain in opinion of liege, -15% opinion of other ambitious characters, -15%. Now, other trait, we are going to be a legendary blade master. Now, we will be keeping below the 400 advised limit points, but we're going to go ahead and see how close we can get that by increasing our prowess and our martial. We're at 399. That's about as good as it's going to get. Oh, and birth sign. This is something fun this mod adds, so you get a different trait. Every child gets a different one randomly. So let's see. The apprentice gives +1 stewardship, learning. I'm looking for martial. This gives +1 learning and health bonus, diplomacy health bonus, stewardship. No. There's martial and intrigue. Okay. The steed gives +1 to martial and a small health bonus. Let's see. And then the warrior gives +2 to martial. I'm actually going to go with the steed for the health bonus. So we'll select that. And I really don't like this dynasty flag. I'm actually going to spend a couple of minutes creating my own dynasty flag and just kind of come up with something hopefully a little bit more on theme. Okay, so there's not a lot of dynasty options for Orcs in particular. They're kind of underloved in this, but there is a lot of fun different options. But this is kind of something I felt like was close enough. Now, our Orc does need a name, and I'm going to borrow from the Warhammer 40k universe, and we will be Borgut Face Beater. Oh, Face Beater. Yes. And then lastly, we need to change his appearance to fit a monstrous name like that. Let's go ahead and do that. And I want his height to be very tall. Other than that, I'm just going to randomize his appearance until I can get something I like. Alrighty, and here is our mammoth of a character. So we'll finalize this. That's good enough. Don't worry, I'm going to probably cover his face with a helmet. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Future Corgi here. I wanted to insert at the beginning of the video a humble ask that you give this video a like. It really helps out a lot in the beginning of a new series and helps fight off the YouTube algorithm suppression and will allow me to bring more CK content in the future. With that, thank you so much. Enjoy the video. Now, before we get going, I need to change this appearance. This does not look very orcish. This is another mod I have installed, but clothing has a lot of fun different options in this mod, especially for some of the other races. Unfortunately, the Orcs have this armor right here. That's actually perfect. Okay. And then for headwear, let's see about a cloak. Can we get a cool cloak in here? All right, fur cape's gonna do. That looks pretty good. And then headwear, let's go ahead. And I've been through a lot of these. And there's a lot of very fun options for other races. Not a lot of Orcs in here. So I'm actually gonna go with the bone meld helmet, as it just looks a little bit more intimidating. And then last thing I do want to do is borrowing from this mod is let's get a, there we go, a little sword in there. Ah, that kind of looks cool too. Wait, what's that? I want to see him. Give me a random marshal. Okay. Steward marshal? No. Oh, steward. That was steward Muslim. Yeah, that sword kind of looks fun, but this is more on point. So we'll go ahead and say this. And what we need to do next is find a spouse. Now, the great thing in this mod is, with the Orcs in particular, is you can marry multiple women, and you can get multiple alliances. So let's go ahead and get an alliance with you. And then let's get this other one here. Now, the other great thing about your spouses is that you can use them as commanders. So you are 26. Hold on. What is this trait? Acute. It gives a medium health bonus and magic art lifestyle experience. Okay. That is actually not that bad. You're strong. Ooh, I really like that. That's an inheritable trait down. You have 21 prowess. Get on in here. And then we need to pick a lifestyle focus. This will obviously be martial. And oh, hold on. First off, let's get the prowess here. But look at this, Plunderer. This is a new skill tree. So gives land speed raids plus 25%. Okay. Sea raids not gonna be very helpful. Piety from raids, that's pretty good. Grand Raider increases loot gain from raiding by a quarter. Wow, that's actually really good. Loot and prisoners in small amount of development is taken to a random county. Oh, that's really nice. I am going to take Bellum Justum just to decrease the cost of declaring wars, but I am going to go down raiding. Oh, this is what I want. That's going to be perfect there. That feels really good. And let's take a look at the other decisions. Too few spouses took care of that. We can declare wars. We can create the duchy. The duchy is a single county, the one that we already have. We do need 125 gold, but for the time being, I'm going to ignore that. And then I do want to go to the military over here. Ooh. We're actually going to disband this. Now, I know what you're saying. You got 2 pikemen, you're going to disband them? Yes. But the orcs have a specialty units. Yes, the orc marauders. These guys give 40 attack and 30 defense. And then eventually, we're going to get this bear cavalry, 100 attack. Oh, that's going to be so good for us. I'm so excited. The only thing is that they do get there's a debuff in mountains, but I think the orc marauders are going to be a little bit more effective, and we can get 2 of them as opposed to 1 right away. Nope, never mind. We'll be closer to getting 2 of them. So we're going to go ahead and let that go. We're going to start the game. Let our units tick up. We now have all 3 of our women as commanders. Oh, 2 of them are there. Hold on. Wait for all these to go through. There we go. Now we got 4 commanders. That's very good. We have 2 alliances. So that is also very wonderful. Let's take a look down here. You will probably be our first conquest target. You have 832 footmen. And then we have 748. That is not counting our orc marauders, which are going to take a little bit of time to build up. Let's see. Some of my counselors believe the job is theirs by right or blood or influence. How wrong they are, I expect results, yet I'm often disappointed. After a long day complaining to my wife, when she interrupts me, let me do something about it, husband. A few lessons might sharpen their whip. So we can increase our... Let's take a look at our counselors, see who needs a little bit of help. The marshal could use it. He's only 11. Gosh, he's terrible. Yeah, give me timeout. Is there someone better than this guy for my marshal? Yeah, oh, no. Let's go ahead and increase my marshals. Yes. My marshal's ability. Let's go ahead and start training commanders. We're going to increase the development in our capital. And everything else is fine for the time being. So we'll just let this tick through a little bit. Once we get our mini orc marauders up to 100, then I think we're going to start raiding. Oh, and perfect timing. We have a new commander. My guest, she is 20 prowess. Ooh. Yes, please do serve me another commander right as we get ready. And let's see. I never expect I would grow close to Canon Nadfis, as I've done in the past few years. On multiple occasions, he's proven himself to be a reliable and forthright man. This is the guy I actually want to go raiding, so I don't really want to be friends with him. Yeah, we'll do diplomatic failure. I'm going to destroy this man. Let's go ahead, raise our raiders, and take the fight directly to him to prove how much of a dark elf I don't care about. The orcs are superior. We need nothing more than blood and guts and gold. Oh, and looks like he's fighting someone already. Another raider has already come. Do not come here. I think we'll fight each other. Okay, he looks like he's going away. We defeat that army, get a little bit more prestige, which is great. Now let's pause this because I think you have some delicious gold. You do, and you don't have a lot of troops. But let's play it safe. Let's take the gold back as we can get another orc marauder right away. That's going to really kind of strengthen our abilities. With the orc marauders, we don't need a ton of troops to kind of get it done because as you can see, like a regular light footman has 11 damage where our guys are doing 45. That's so much better. So we're going to let these guys tick up and we're going to go start raiding again. Fate smiles upon me. My wife is bearing my child. That will be my first child. Excellent. I'm planning on having a lot of children as only having 1 territory. We don't need to worry about too much. Now, big thing development-wise is these guys have just gotten taken over. However, they're at war, and they're losing that war. So they're not going to have the troops to counter me and my mini raiders. So let's go ahead and raise the army here. A woman came to court asking for an audience, seemingly with a pressing matter. I asked her to come, hoping she would go quickly about it. I'm in need of financial assistance to facilitate my transportation. You will want to see the temple for charity, I said curtly. I'm not asking for charity, she said. I'm looking to barter services. Her appearance reminds me of a famous alchemist. What was her name again? Is your name Ugar Oathbound? I asked. That's right, she said with a cackle. We are the same person. Perhaps I could prepare you a potion in exchange for gold. You're a learned person. If you had intrigue, you're a little bit deceitful. That's kind of scary. I'm going to test this out. This is the new event. I want to see what it looks like. Old woman, I said finally with a sigh. How much longer is this going to take? I'm getting tired of watching you work. The Mages Guild had fooled the populace into thinking alchemy is a science, he said. I think I'll make up the potions as cakes. It's much more potent that way. Ugar Oathbound has made a small presentation on a wood platter, a small cake with a silver cutting knife. Let's eat it then. You have had a powerful cake for 10 years. What does that do? Hold on. It gives us +5 prowess. Oh, we're up to 39 prowess. That's so good. And we're going to go raiding right away. We're going to try and raid all 3 of these guys, this county over here. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, that one's been raided. So we'll take our 900 warriors on this raiding expedition. I imagine you will be the only one that will challenge me. You have 950 troops, but your troops are mostly made out of light footmen and bowmen. That's pretty good for us. You also have some battering rams. That's interesting. So we'll see how much of this we can get away with here, as we do have 28 days. He is going to challenge us in battle. We've already lost a significant amount of men. Oh, and we have our new heir. It's a daughter. She's a mage. No. Okay. Well, you know, that's fair. All right. Lovely idea. You can name that child that. But I do want to take this moment and say, if you guys have name suggestions, throw it out there. Try and keep it on theme with the orcs. But if you have any name suggestions, put them in there. I'll make sure to include them somewhere in the playthrough. But right now, let's get ready for this big battle. And here he comes. We're going to win this one. Not decisively, but still win it. We'll wait for him to come to us. And here's the battle right here. We have +23 advantage. I've got 34 commander advantage. So that person's 12. And down they go so quickly. Oh, yes. And we get a new Marshal perk as well. Let's go with Sea Raiders just to get down to Grand Raider. That's what I really want. Obviously, we're not going to be Seafaring Nation, so landlocked. But that will be fine as we march down to his next capital. Just continuing our raiding. He's not going to be able to stop us at all. Wait, did this man's war just end? No, it's still going on. Okay, that scared me for a minute. So we'll raid this, we'll raid his capital, and then we'll head back. As we've already defeated his army, they'll never be able to come back as strong as they were. Even though we don't have the troops to support this amount of raiding, we are still able to defeat his armies, and that's all that really matters. So we get off the second raid. No captives that time. Very disappointing. Hopefully this third one will have something. Of all buffoonery I've ever seen, in Nogrob's inane efforts to improve my relations with my neighbors, my good-for-nothing chancellor has officially acknowledged Musera Oville's claim to the chiefdom of Morag Bazul. Oh, that's you. You have a claim with me. Speaking of, the one bad thing about the place we are in, other than the many things, is we are technically of the kingdom of Velsaris, which this guy doesn't hold yet, but he can make that, so I'm actually going to sway him. We have a small chance because we're just a bunch of dumb orcs, but if we're able to kind of even dissuade him from attacking us ever so slightly, that will be worth it. And then also, I see that we can build something. What can we build? Ooh. Let's go ahead. Build a war camp. Yes. That'll give us +1 knights, 150 levies, more knight effectiveness. That's going to be really good for us. And we'll continue on sieging his capital here. We might even catch a good captive that we can then ransom back here. This is a very promising start, even though we are only a stone's throw away from absolutely dying. But we do get this done. 5 days left. And do we get a captive? Yes, we captured his daughter. Ooh, let's ransom you off right away. 25 gold is now ours. And we return home with how much gold in tow? 44 gold in tow. Plus the 25 we got from that man's daughter. An absolutely epic haul to start off with. Very happy with that. And while we're waiting for our troops to replenish, hold on. Wherever I go, my wife, Chiefess Ogdebuk, is sure to follow. That look in her eyes, the words on her lips. I know exactly what she's after. She wants to become my lover. Ooh. Sure. Wonderful. She's my lover. Let's call a hunt, increase our prestige, get the hunting bonus if we can. In case you don't know, if you go on enough of these hunts, you become a novice hunter and you can increase that level, which every time you do a hunt further decreases your stress. It also gives you some prowess bonus. You would think a creature from myth, perhaps a god disguised in animal form. It was the largest elite I'd ever seen. Even after the beast was wounded, the chase lasted half a day. It is still an imposing sight, lying dead before me. This one will fetch a fine price. I can get 50 gold, or I can get 30 opinion with my wife. Gold. It's an easy decision. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the mountains behind as the servants prepare the elite and other games for the journey back. In spite of our difficulties along the way, the hunt went very well. So we get 150 prestige from that. That's really good. I think we can get another unit. Oh, so close. 50 prestige away. Now, I do want to declare war on this man right away, but I'm very concerned. I think he has a holy order. Is there a way to chuck that? No. Well, maybe we can just take him. Hold on. How many troops do you have? 837. We've got not a lot more. I'm not going to spend money to sway that dark elf. Are you kidding me? What a waste. And can we siege anybody else? Is anybody else over here? Yes, my son. Tell me about my son. He's a lady. Okay. Diplomacy, but small health bonus. So that's great. And then hold on. Someone in the comments, I told him I would name my firstborn after them. Hold on. All right. This one goes out to you, Augustus. This is Rathan, my firstborn son and heir. May you grow to be strong and wise, my son. Now, for our succession, we do have rule by might, which means under the rule by might, the strongest child can inherit. So if this child comes out weak and one of our other children comes out stronger, he will become the heir to the kingdom. So we do need to make sure that... Where did my territory go? Where am I? I zoomed out a little bit to go off screen. Okay, so what we are waiting for here is we could just declare war on you. We do have some allies. Let's just go ahead and claim this. Now, we can also claim his land via prowess, but that costs a lot of prestige. Where we are, because of our war, we can just do this. That'll cost us 38 prestige. Much more reasonable for us. So let's go ahead and do that. Raise our armies. See how many men he has. Charge in. Let me see your armies. Don't call in a holy order. The fact that he's not raising his armies right now actually scares me a little bit. And why is one of our people just got wounded? Oh, he only has 838. Huzzah. Ooh, let's take the fight to him first. We will take a little bit of attrition, but knocking his army out of the way rather than suffering the attrition from sieging is definitely going to be a lot more beneficial to us. He doesn't even have a commander. Oh, we absolutely rip him to shreds. There we go. Let's go back to his capital. We'll chase him down there if he does stop there. And it does look like he's leaving. Call to war. To the impalpable chieftain Barat Facebeater, I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the holy war for the chiefdom of Malak's Maul. Where is that at? Okay. That's not that far. Who are we fighting, brother? Let's see your war. Oh! You're gonna lose that. I will accept it. But unfortunately, I'm in my own war right now, so I can't really march all my men down there. We have to chase down his army, and we will catch him here to beat him down once more. And hopefully absolutely rout them. And yes, we have completely routed his armies. We have 50% war score. Hopefully we can wrap this up before our ally dies off. Maybe we can get down there and help him out, but we will be a little bit weak from our own battle. Oh, he's got so many men. He's got so many men. Let's get Grand Raider real quick. Hold on. Hold on. The sun is shining. Peasants are milling about Voshball tournament as my champions gather in teams of 6 with their leather balls as Shogun announces the tournament with honor. And for once, I get to simply sit and watch. Ooh, we can tell. Oh, I misspelled it. Hold on. It's Hafron. It's supposed to be an R in there. We can tell him to go play. It might increase his prowess. Yeah, let's do that. And before we do that, let me spell this child's name right. I know we're in the midst of a very important battle. There we go. A much better name. The correct spelling. Now back to the battle, which we might lose. We are going to lose. Oh, it's because he has all these stupid holy orders he called in. We lost our spy master. We'll sign you. We're absolutely going to get routed here. We do have... How much... That took all your piety. So what I'm going to do here is a little cheeky maneuver. We're going to white piece this. Very un-orcish. But with the thought process of is he won't be able to call in his stupid holy order in the next one. So we'll disband that. We will have a truce with this man for a number of years. I think it's 5. Yeah, it's 5 years. Unfortunately, we're going to have a holy order with that. Now, the question is, why didn't I call my allies in? They're both pretty weak. That guy only got 200. That guy's fighting his own war. He only has 400. So, let's see. Are you going to win this? I'm coming, brother! Raise the armies. Let's go help him. I think we can help win this. We have to walk all the way down. We will take attrition over... We won't take attrition through these neutral lands, but we will take attrition through the enemy's lands. So let's link up with our brethren and win a battle, get some more prestige, potentially some more orc marauders, and finally be able to go back into you and take you down once and for all. My son, with a tired yet blissful smile, Ashkel presents me with a perfect little son. You are an apprentice, but you are attuned. Ooh, you're kind of good. Little small health bonus. Okay, that's another son we'll have, another future commander. Our ally is proving to be the 300, taking down much larger enemies, holding this little mounted right here. He's doing a great job. I'm happy to come help him. We do win the battle, so my efforts were useless, and we have yet another daughter. The daughter's the warrior. That was supposed to go to the boys. That's fine. She will also be an excellent commander. So we'll just keep saving up here. Are you guys still at war? You are. We could potentially siege. We could potentially raid you. Rest for the weary. Sweaty, tired, and in need of food. A long day of trading with troops is coming to an end. As we search for a place to camp, we spot an old, abandoned castle in the distance. Cracking my knuckles, I declare, this is where we'll make camp tonight. The sun is setting with every step towards the ruins. It looks more ominous. Before long, the soldiers are whispering about ghosts. We could raise the tents outside or we could go in. What is staying here? Height morale? No, we're going in. Darkness, dampness, and desolation reign inside the castle, and all traces of life are gone. Peering into the decaying stairs, I spot what might be the remnants of lush tapestries and old paintings. Looking down spiral steps, I only see darkness reaching far down into the ground underneath the castle. We can search the upper floors, which has a 46% chance of giving us 75 gold. Or we could face our fears. What does that do? +1 prowess. Yeah, let's face our fears. Yes! So we get +1 prowess. That's very good for us. And as soon as this war camp is done, I think I might actually build palisades. I think I want the palisades a little bit more. I've lost the trait wounded. I don't remember when I got that from. Oh, you have my wife, my courtier. I'll pay for her. And we're not going to... We'll take this. We'll definitely take the prestige from that. Now that we have the prestige... No. We still need more for the third warband. I think this will be the much smarter way. At first, I thought the simple footman a fool for stepping onto the training field. Although Grashhub seems no threat at first, it quickly became clear that he would be unable to stop his wild and vicious strikes from hurting me. Disarming him suddenly became a matter of life and death. I tried not to show my relief when his sword finally hit the ground. I could use more people like you. Yes. What is this? Feeble. Oh, okay. We could gain 150 prestige. And we could kill him and get dread. We need more commanders. Let's get him in the court. He's going to be a good one. Yes, he's 21 prowess. That's our best one. I have noticed that Galzog is particularly enthusiastic lately and is driving me insane. Even the most terrible events seem to bounce right off his smile. Other people notice it as well and start calling him the Smiler. Intrigued by this behavior, I inquire about the reason for his said cheeriness. He told me that every morning before getting out of the bedroom, he would recite a particular poem. He offered me to hear that poem with an even brilliant smile. I graciously accept. Okay. I could lose 30% stress, 44% chance I get 10 dread, or I could gain a lot of stress. Or no thanks. Let's roll for the dread. Darn it, I gained 40 stress. And I lost prestige from that. That's unfortunate. Especially right before our war camp is done. Hopefully we still have enough to build the palisades. We do. Okay, so let's get that done. Alright, with our war party raised, I see some peasants who have too much gold on their hands. Let's go raid them. There is no end to the opinions and wants of my son in Arafrin. Half the time he is trying to tell me what to do instead of the other way around. He gets bossy. Excellent. So we can train him in martial focus. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and educate him ourselves. I don't even need to look. I know I'm the best martial person out here. Now, we will be able to get through these lands. We will take a little bit of attrition going to these lands, but this guy only has 368 troops. This guy has 459. So we'll be able to get through those two very easily and steal their gold. And as we march through, we need to be... Oh, we get the martial trait. Excellent. So let's get loot and prisoners. That will give development, or we could get increases the chance of capturing a prisoner. I want the development for right now. I think that's going to be very important, especially in the early game. The prisoners will be very important. That will definitely be the next one we do. We finish off that raid. We capture this man. He's got 15 prowess, but do you want to ransom him? He will not accept. We could execute him. It won't give us any... I don't really want to recruit him because he's human. But he is really good. He's a brilliant strategist. Burn him at the stake. Goodbye, human. And our second raid is complete. We capture yet another man. Again, I ransom you. 25 gold. Yes. And we're going to bring home almost 40 gold right now. So that is going to be a well worth endeavor. Yeah, you're big, Rift. I don't need to go with you. Another wife is pregnant. Excellent news. All the good things are coming. How much prestige are we getting again? 39. That'll put us at just under 300. We need 375. Is that correct? Yes, we do. And then after this unit's done, I'm definitely going to get that bear cavalry. I'm very excited about that. Greetings, Chieftain Borgat, Facebeater of Marahak Bazul. In a few days' time, my miserable vassal will travel through your lands. If you orchestrate an ambush and capture him, I will reward you generously. If you accept my offer, you will get half the money up now, and the other half when you turn him over. I know just the place for an ambush. Give us 155 gold. Let's definitely do that. Yes, gold! Oh, and I captured him! Oh, we get 35 opinion with that man. The spy I had planted had sent me her report. My oh my, was it a thrilling read. Surely that smug expression is gone from Zenobé's face now. The soldiers who will collect that abhorrent knave are already on their way, and yes, they have brought the gold. Oh, the pleasure is all mine! Look at all the delicious gold we have. Almost 500 gold. And we will have even more when our raiders return. Oh, yes. So much gold. Don't even know what to do with it. This time, if you try and defy me, I will destroy you with my many raiders and potentially mercenaries. But we do have 2 more years left on that, unfortunately. So we'll just keep building up our tribal holding for the time being. Popular opinion is minus 30 for mismanaged population. That's something our steward did. Another commander! 18. Oh, you're not a very good looking man, are you? It's okay. We'll invite you to our court. We'll have another commander. I think we have 7 of 9. You've gained the trait rock joint. They call it the disease of kings, as if there was something luxurious or inevitable about my swollen, aching joints. When my pains reach their peak, I cannot help but wish I had been born a simple peasant. Tell me about rock joint. It's gout, guys. Oh, if you hadn't watched the previous series, I dealt with gout basically with every single one of my characters. Send for a physician now. We have the gold. Another son is born. This one is the ritual, so he gets intrigue and a small health bonus. May you grow strong and wise, my son. Let's wait for our physician to come. We have this lady who is a renowned physician. Yes, join me. I don't even care how much gold it costs. Do more than is necessary. A little bit brighter. Excellent work. Reduced disease symptoms. Thank you so much. Alright, we finished the palisades. Let's go ahead and get the grand hall. Or the gathering halls. This will give us a little bit of prestige along with the new levies. That will take 4 years to complete, but our truce is almost up with this man. 14 months left before we'll finally be able to claim what is rightfully ours. A fine balance. In the heat of combat, decisiveness is often what separates victory from defeat. When the time comes, I will know how to act. I can stand my ground and get unyielding defender, which gives us minus 25 fatal casualties, or I can become a flexible leader, which gives enemy defensive advantage minus 50. Yeah, let's go with that. Yes. We'll be more of an attacker. We are going to be the attacking. We'll be the sword. What's in a name? With the babe cradled in her arms, Chiefess Alabuk wipes tears from her cheeks and addresses me without taking her eyes off our son. My love, let us name him WAAAGH Facebeater after you. Oh, it's a new son. Oh, yes! A steed! He will be WAAAGH Facebeater. And we have a new perk, so let's get prisoners and loot. So this will give us, increases the chance of capturing a prisoner when raiding a ruler's capital. That won't come in too much handy, as we don't really raid rulers' capitals that often, but a small amount of renown will be very good. And then what is Plunderer? Plunderer gives +2 martial, +1 stewardship. Yeah, that'll be really nice. Oh, and my other son is pensive. I'll train him to be a steward. I want more martial kids. Let's go ahead and find our best steward. We don't really have one. Yeah, you can do it. Best of luck. And then are any of my other children ready? Daughter, you are bossy. Let me go ahead and train you. Be a martial child as well. Let's get you educated. I don't want to educate a daughter. Let's give it to our court physician. And then is that it for my children? Yeah, that's it for right now. Okay. But I think we're almost done with our... Yes! Our truce is no more. Your time in the sun is come and gone. You're negative piety, so you will not be able to call in any help this time, good sir. Let's make sure to get Gortok. Raise the armies. To war once more. 1,400 troops. Oh, you are in for a absolute defeat. And we get another new commander. Oh, you are a military engineer. That's so good. She's going to be able to help out with sieging. I think your army's going to be here again this time. Let's make sure to crush that. Here he comes. Yep, that's exactly where he was going. Oh, and we will win this decisively in 8 days. Once again, no commander at the helm. And death be it to you. We absolutely crushed his army. Oh no, I thought we routed it. But we'll do this once more at his capital. And I believe this shall be the end of his armies on the field. And down they go. So let's go ahead and switch up our commander to the siege person. That will greatly speed up the amount of time it takes to siege. Or one of our wives is once again pregnant. We are really getting busy. We already have 6 children. That's insanity. Oh, and then what are these? We could hire a court mage. No. We can create the duchy. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll give us a lot more prestige. Yes. And then we can get that next unit we've been looking for of the Orc Marauders. So now we are a mighty duke. The way of the sword. The endless clash of metal on metal, the chafing of armor, the sting of sweat. It is a dance that is familiar as it is exhausting. To heft my sword, attack, dodge, defend, and repeat. Maybe it would be good to practice my skills with another weapon. Me and my trusty sword will not part. Respected expert gives us +2 prowess. Let's end the monotony. Hand me another weapon. 70% chance we get more martial experience? Yeah, let's do that. I gained the trait wounded. Oh, but I've lost the trait wounded, and we've won the war. Enforced demands, this is now mine. Now it's disband the army. Now, one thing that's going to pop up is we need to... It's saying we should grant Gartuk to somebody else because it's a holding of the wrong type. So basically, this is a temple holding. Now, if you're playing as tribal, what you can do is construct a new holding of a tribe. We need a little bit more prestige in order to get that done. But as soon as we're able to build that, we'll be able to move the county capital over here. And then we can give away this temple without giving away the entire province. But that is where we're going to end today. And the mighty rule of WAAAGH Facebeater. Hope you boys enjoyed this first episode. If you did, hey, make sure to give it a like. Let me know you guys enjoy this series and want to see more. If you're new around here, hey, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out a lot. But boys, I will see you in the next one.